Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is the Sun Woman. For those who have been subscribed to my channel, welcome back. It feels good to be back online again, and for those who are new to my channel, thank you so much for checking into this reading. I'm been feeling compelled to upload a new reading, and this is going to be a collective reading. I will, after doing the collective reading, I will go into the signs and do some brief readings for each of the signs. But for now, this is going to be a collective reading just to see what the general energy is going on with the collective right now, see if there's some messages that can be helpful to our community. Whether that might be spiritual messages, love, or abundance, prosperity. Let's just see what's going on, okay? So I'm using initially the Superlunaris tarot. Whoops. I'm just going to lay down some cards, get some general energies. I hope everybody's been well. I hope everyone is safe, and hope you're taking good care of yourselves. I've been feeling a lot of heart connection with those of you who I've been in communication with in the recent past and in the past, and so hoping to reconnect with you and maybe provide you with a little extra energy, some clarity. I am a clarity coach. I am a master tarot reader and astrologer, and also an intuitive. So I basically read from energy, and messages come to me as I channel. It's pretty simple for me. No bells and whistles. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Alright, this one popped over, so I'm going to take this. Wow, Ace of Swords. Very nice. Let's just move these over here. Ace of Swords. So, this card is about victory. This card is about cutting through drama. Aces are always new beginnings, and the Ace of Sword is mental energy, right? So, some of you could be trying to figure out how to cut through a difficult situation. Some of you are using a lot of mental energy right now, thoughts, trying to put plans into action, and I think you're going to be successful. This is about new beginnings. And it's a really good card to start off the reading with. Okay, what I'm going to do is put this back in the deck and lay out the spread, and let's see if the Ace of Swords comes through again. All right. Wow, the cards are trying to talk. Alright, I'm going to take this one, and here we go. Seven of Pentacles in the middle. So we have death in the distant past. Wow. Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in the recent past. I'm going to keep this Seven of Pentacles in the center. Above that is the Queen of Cups. Below that is the Seven of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the near future. We have the Sun, beautiful, in the near future. And we have the Devil in the outcome. Okay, I'm going to take a look and see what's on the bottom. So we have the Three of Swords on the bottom. All right. Okay. So, yeah, some difficult energy in the past. We have the Death card here. I'm sorry for the glare there. We have the Death card, so major changes in our lives, right, on a collective basis. I mean, I don't think I've met anyone in the recent past who hasn't had some kind of major change, transformation in this year, in the last year, with everything that's been going on with our planet, our world, our communities, okay? Some of you may have experienced physical death in your environment, in your community, in your surroundings, in, family members, friends. If you have, I express my deepest condolences to you, and hope that, you can gain some comfort knowing that anyone who has passed on is out of pain, is no longer suffering, and you have an angel in heaven on your behalf, overlooking you in your life. Okay, that definitely aligns with the Three of Swords. So, Three of Swords is a card about pain, about heartache, about loss. And I feel that, with that at the base of the deck here, we're talking about a situation where you're holding on to, you may be holding on to this grief, holding on to a sense of loss. There may be a need at this point for you to heal from whatever this is, from whatever this loss is. In the recent past, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So this loss that you may have sustained, right? Whether it's a person, whether it's a life experience, whether it is a sense of security, whatever that is, it may have upended your sense of security, right? Financial security, maybe your home, maybe your job situation. So, this is definitely a common theme for many of us. And you have the Five of Wands in the recent past there, along with the Four of Pentacles. So, fighting, competition, tension, conflict, trying to hold on to your foundations, trying to hold on to something that is stable. In the Death card, we have, a person ascending, right? Maybe a soul ascending. But if you look closely in this deck, the Superlunaris tarot, we have, a plant shoot breaking through the ground. So we know that with every ending, there are beginnings, okay? And that may be a difficult thing to wrap our minds around when we are in a sense of grief or in a period of grief. But it's important to understand that we have to keep living, regardless of, what that loss is. We are a life force, and until that life force no longer exists on this plane, at least, because we do exist in other planes, of course, we have to keep living. We have to keep moving on. We have to find something in our lives that we can hold on to and keep moving forward. We can't get stuck. We can't get stuck in grief. We can't get stuck in loss. Some of you, if you are dealing with a loss and you are not able to manage, you're not able to handle this, then of course you have to seek professional help, right? So healthcare provider, psychiatrist, psychologist, a therapist, someone who can help you work through the pain and give you methods, or give you, ways of dealing with the sense of loss, okay? What we have currently, though, covering is the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is definitely, looking at what you've already created, or looking at what you've already sown, and kind of auditing, right? Auditing your life. Some of you may be looking at your life right now, the work that you've done, the seeds that you've planted, and saying to yourself, okay, where do I go from here? There may be some discontent there. Maybe what you have planted no longer satisfies you. Maybe you don't know where to go from here, okay? It's important to, in this card, this person is looking down at the pentacles. But it's important to also look up, right? We have to see what is ahead of us. We have to look and see what's ahead of us, what's being offered to us. We have crowning here the Queen of Cups. And so the Queen of Cups, this could be water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Queen of Cups is also, in this card, offering up a blessing, right? Or presenting an offering to the sky. So interesting, when I was saying here that we're looking down, some of you may be looking down at what has already been created or already sown. Above this card is the Queen of Cups looking up to the sky and offering a blessing. This could be in the form of a prayer, in the form of meditation, in the form of, offering up yourself as an empty vessel and waiting for your cup to be filled. Okay? Looking at the heavens, looking for God, the universe, to now fill this cup. With something that's going to be emotionally meaningful for you, something that's going to fill your heart. And just looking at the card here, I like the way her face looks, because it's like she's expecting, she's expecting for her wish to be granted. She's expecting for her prayer to be answered. So she holds that cup up with a sense of expectation. All right. So the theme I'm feeling here is that, though you may have felt a sense of loss, you do have the opportunity to expect a blessing. But you have to look up to the sky for that, right? You have to look up to the universe, to God, to, the life force, to fill that cup. Maybe you're no longer able to do that. So you need a higher input, right? A higher flow, a flow from, of powerful energy from the sky, from the universe, to fill that cup. At the base of this energy is the Seven of Wands. So many of you might be on the defensive, okay? The wands are change, but it looks like, this person he's in a combative position, right? He is trying to fight, who's coming towards him or what is coming towards him. So some of you, I'm just going to raise the light a little bit more here. Okay, that's a little better. Some of you may be in a defensive stance. So you have to think of, okay, often that is because we're protecting ourselves, right? We're self-protective. We don't want to be hurt. It's normal for us as human beings to want to, protect ourselves against pain. But in doing that, are you giving yourself the opportunity to heal and to open yourself up, open your heart up to healing energy? Okay? Especially with the Seven of Wands here next to the Five of Wands from the recent past. Again, defensive, conflict, looking down to the ground where we should be looking up to the sky. So in the near future, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun coming in. Beautiful energy, and this is very active energy for me, right? So this is not just opening yourself up to blessings or waiting and expecting something to happen, but it's actually taking action, right, to make something happen. So the Knight of Pentacles is that Knight of Earth, the Earth energy, which could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? And, you know, it's interesting. The Knight is communicating with this horse here. So there's definitely a sense of communicating with nature. There is, horses represent, for me, they represent loyalty. And so, you know, someone who is faithful. So some of you may be needing to reach out to or commune with or powwow with someone that you trust, someone that is supportive to you, who can help you figure out what your next step is. Okay, the Pentacle is here. That's a very grounding energy. So, you know, traditionally the Knight of Pentacles is a knight who slowly but surely rebuilds his or her foundations. They're working towards something, okay? They're working towards a goal, but it's not just a lofty goal, right? It's not just something that you know, is just a thought or a dream. This is actively taking steps, although the steps may be slow, because the Knight energy is, you know, it's not a king, it's a more youthful energy, but a more inexperienced energy. So some of you may be deciding to go into some area of work or learn a new skill that's going to take you a little bit of time to build up and master, right? So the King of Pentacles would be the master of whatever their professional skill is, or whatever their money-making abilities are. The Knight is learning. And also here what I'm getting is that some of you may be hesitating, right, and not taking action, and you know that there's something that you need to do right now that is going to set things in motion. So, you know, noticing here that the Knight of Pentacles is not on the horse, so there's no motion, there's no forward motion going on here. The Knight of Pentacles is still, you know, waiting, still sitting kind of on her laurels, before she takes action. So some of you, it may be time to take action and know that, okay, maybe it's not going to happen as fast as you want it to, but you're going to start building. And then here we are with the Sun. So whatever this is that you need to take action with, it looks like the Sun is giving you its blessing. And, you know, you have the baby here riding on the dog. Again, horses and dogs, faithful, supportive, loving energy here. And, you know, I do feel that there are some of you who may be coming into the public eye. Some of you may start doing something that's going to bring you, you know, some success in the public. You're going to be well known for it. Some of you also, you know, there's movement here with this sunflower. Sunflowers always represent power, success, blessings, glory. You know, sunflower energy is very powerful energy. And so you have, like, you know, you have the force behind you. The number 19 is the Prince of the Sun energy in numerology. So, you know, that's a very powerful number. The number 19, it's a number of blessings. It's a number of karmic blessings as well. Interesting. I also got here that some of you may be expecting You may find out on the 19th of September that you're expecting, or some of you may be giving birth on the 19th. So this could be a significant date for you. Either way, there's going to be progress of some kind as well, okay? So really good energy, especially coming out of this, you know, darker and more stressful energy from the past. So we have the devil in the outcome here. Interesting here, because what I feel is that whatever this energy is here that you have been through, if it's, you know, loss, heartache, pain, the death of something in your life, you know, when we lose things or when we lose people, we never quite heal completely from that loss, right? We're always, we're going to always have that pain. We're going to always have, you know, that feeling, that an emptiness from losing someone, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a person in our lives. But we can't allow that energy to overcome us to the point where we are ruled by it, right? So the devil, you know, is a controlling energy. The devil is worries and stresses, and these things may not necessarily be real right now, right? Meaning that it's those niggling insecurities and you know, worries about loss on the material plane. You know, am I going to lose my job? Am I, you know, worrying about our security, worrying about, you know, the future. Those things may still be here, right, in our lives, but we can't let the devil control us. Interesting here that I like is that I feel like this shroud around the person here is protection. You know, that's what I'm getting here, that you are protected from this dark energy. And, you know, whether that is through your, you know, angels that watch over you, whether it is through your own faith. I also feel that many of you need to put a shroud of protection over you, whatever that might be for you. You know, whether it is following your faith, whether it is closing yourself off to people who could try to manipulate you. You know, there's a need to cover yourself. You know, the Bible says cover yourself with the full armor of God. You know, that's what I'm visualizing. So so that you're protected from this energy. Okay. I'm going to put another card down on that. Let me see what I want to use here. I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle on this devil. Let's see what we have here. More clarity. Clarity on the devil. Okay. Stillness is the card that we got. Beautiful swan. Interesting how similar colors here. I like that the swan is moving in that direction away from this energy. And the stars are overhead. There's a very serene, peaceful energy to this card, and I'm going to read it directly from the book. Stillness. I'll put it right here so that you can see it. Okay. All right. Stillness says, frozen tundra. The tundra is a stark and severe landscape found in both the southern and northern hemispheres. It is usually bereft of most plant and animal life and can only support very low-growing plants such as mosses and lichen. The soil is frozen year-round, so it's impossible for trees to grow in that barren landscape. In the winter, the landscape is very cold and dark, and wild winds surge across the desolation. Even in the summer, the land remains frozen, although the surface can be soggy and covered with lakes, marshes, ponds, and bogs that become havens for millions of migrating birds. This is what the sacred landscape wants you to know. Take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if for just a few moments. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still, go within. Listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Okay? What I was saying just now about protecting yourself, tapping into whatever or whoever it is that you call on for protection, spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self, right? Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing, think things through, forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. Okay, I'm feeling that. So what I was saying earlier about the Night of Pentacles, waiting, and it may take some time. Exactly what the stillness card represents. You know, it may take time. It may take this may not be something that happens right away to come out of this energy, but follow your higher mind. Commune with nature. Listen to your intuition. You can start building step by step, but don't expect for it to happen overnight, okay? But when that energy thaws, you have the sun here, and you know what thaws the barren land, what thaws ice, sunlight, solar energy, heat, warmth, and that's what we see in the sun here, okay? So, you know, for me, the message here is to offer yourself up to the universe, to fill your cup. Don't get stuck in what may have happened before, or what seeds were planted before, because you know, the sun is talking about brand new energy. It may take time for you to build toward this new life, but it's inevitable, okay? It may not happen overnight. There may be temptations. There may be a need to protect yourself, protect your energy, but the stillness is for a reason, okay? The stillness is for a reason. You may feel suspended in animation for a little while, right? But do what you can do methodically to start planting seeds, to build on what you've planted before. Don't be on the defensive, though you can protect yourself and defend yourself. Don't be on the defensive for loving energy that wants to come to you, that wants to fill your cup. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get one more card. from the Tao Oracle. General messages for the collective. It's the final message for the collective here. Final message for the collective. Okay, the clinging. I love this card. So, this card is a number 30 card. This card represents these energies: fire, illumination, inspiration, devotion, an all-consuming passion, regeneration, spirituality, virtue, and enlightenment. So, what this means to me is that there is something inspiring, there is energy available to you to regenerate your life, right? Rejuvenate your energy, to re-inspire you. It is about spirituality. It is about allowing yourself to be inspired by something, to find something that you can devote yourself to, devote your energies to, and that will reignite the fire in you, okay? That will take you from that dark place to a place of light and energy, illumination. Find something that you can be 1,000% passionate about. Only you know what that is, okay? I could say a million things, but when you search your heart will tell you what that is. It could be your family. It could be, an amazing idea. It could be your art. It could be travel, it could be studying, some skill, some talent, some gift that you have that you can devote yourself to 1,000%. And you may need to wait on inspiration, right? You may need to wait and listen for that intuitive message, but the energy is there for you. And the outcome here, interesting, because the devil is about passion as well. So if we read the devil in its most positive form, it's, all-consuming, interesting, that's on the card, all-consuming devotion, passion. So there may be a need for you to rededicate yourself to something that you already planted seeds. You already planted seeds. Okay? And it's time to rededicate yourself. I like this card because there's a lot of graffiti. And it's kind of strange, but interesting at the same time. When I look at this card, I'm seeing arrows and the letter K. Yeah, the letter K, the letter X, letter Z. I don't know if these might be significant. They might be significant to someone. Okay. All right. So that's been your general reading. Thank you so much. I'm going to put all the cards together and then do a quick reading for each of the 12 signs. Love you. Stay blessed.